Can
All
you
right,
hear
we're
me?
live on Facebook.
We are in Michigan.
Live.
In my living room. Here's my living room. Woo! And I have some people here. And we're celebrating testimony night.
My name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick, and tonight we're kind of doing a special treat,
Just a minute, I can hear you, Doc.
testimonial live that we're going to be doing right from Andrea's living room. A little bit different way of doing the testimonials, and Andrea's having a little get together at her house celebrating New Year's, and we thought what a great way to bring in the New Year's than to have testimonials done right there, live from her living room, and we've got some great stories that we'll share with you tonight and bring you some hope that you can share with other people who might have some similar types of health conditions. So Andrea, I'm going to hand it over to you and your guests over in Michigan.
To the Friday night call, folks. This is the fourth Friday of the week or the month, and we're going to do testimonies tonight. Rose has a pretty phenomenal testimony, and she can share the really amazing testimony that she has. Black video for just a moment.
As Andrea brings her friend Rose onto the call, I just want to say that it's exciting. Here we are. We're at the end of the year, and we've had some great testimonials so far this year. And if you ever want to go back and listen to some of them, they're located in two different areas. You can find them on sizzledoctorclinic.com, doctor without an S, sizzledoctorclinic.com, or you can go to the sizzleworldteam.com and you can find the testimonials there as well. But we share these testimonials the last Friday of every month. If you'd like to share your story, get a hold of me, get a hold of Andrea, get a hold of Katie or any of the other leaders that we have on the team, and they'll get you in contact with me so we can bring you live onto the calls here. She's going out and locating her friend Rose. What an amazing story she has. As we get started, I'm just going to talk a little bit about stories and testimonials and how important it is, because a lot of times I think people think that, oh, I didn't have that great story. I didn't get rid of cancer. I didn't have any heart disease that I had to into remission. And so therefore, a lot of people, I think that they don't have those big $1 million stories. And so then they don't share their story. But, the thing that I try and share, best stories that we're ever going to hear about Sizzle, the best stories that we're going to hear about people taking the product are the stories of the guy who didn't have heart disease, the lady who didn't end up with endometriosis, the person who didn't end up with cancer. Those are absolutely the best stories, and those are the ones that we'll never hear. Andrea, looks like you're live again. You got your hat back on. I'm going to hand it back over to you.
While we're waiting for Rose here, I'll give a little testimony of my own, and many people have heard it, but we do have a lot of new people who've never heard my testimony. Using age pill, which as soon as the age pill was coming out, I was doing the research, ready to take it. It took a couple months for it to get released, and by that time I had a whole bunch of friends who were ready to take it too, because they just thought it was going to be phenomenal, which it is. And started in July, the very end of July 2017. I did a double dose of age pill, and my first results happened in about 5 days. It was amazing to me. I thought, no way, how could it have done something this fast? And then it was about 8 or 9 days that I discovered that it took care of some issues I had with memory. I do have videos out on YouTube that people could see that in more detail, but basically I couldn't remember numbers to transpose them, or if I was measuring something to cut it, by the time I took the measurement and got to the saw, I'd forget the measurement, things like that. And after 8 days, I had to transpose an 8-digit number from an email into my phone, and I just read it off, and I went over and put it in. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Was amazed that, again, anything happened fast. Basically, I called you and I said, what? How could that have happened so fast? And you said, well, it removed glycation in your brain, and you got some connections that came back together, right? And it's continued to improve. I remember longer than 1 day now. I used to tell my kids, Hey, if it happened today, I already forgot it. So my memories continued to improve. After 4 months of being on the itch pill, I got rid of the neuropathy pain in the lower part of my legs that I'd had for a couple of years. The ridges in my fingernails developed as I aged, got less, and now they're smooth. My hair grows crazy fast. My beautician is here tonight, and she can tell you I have to go see her once a month to get my hair cut now. So skin is faster, nails, everything like that is better. My eyesight has improved. It used to be that I absolutely had to have reading glasses to read Facebook. And now somewhere and I forget my reading glasses, I can read Facebook or, in email or anything like that on my phone. So that's improved. I think it's continuing to improve. 7 months, I have some pretty drastic nerve pain around my left ankle. From the beginning to 7 months, I was like, well, when's it going to get rid of that? And finally, 7 months, it's all disappeared. So, we have seen the research out there where the H pill ingredients help with nerves, help with nerve restoration, like Harvard or MIT or somebody has done that research, because you and I both have a lot of resources that show all the things that the H pill ingredients do. And that was one of them. And from then until now, probably, I just have a lot more energy. Like the summer, I helped my daughter read her video, and it was like moving all day. Even at 10:30 at night, I was still like, well, what else do we have to do today? So of energy, and the research shows that too, that you're going to have more energy from what the H pill does itself. You can explain that better than I can. Other than right now, basically all of those things continue to improve, but I feel like my body is leaner than it used to be. Like I'm not as soft and mushy as I used to be, which is also another thing that was proven in the research, like when they did the research on the mice, their bodies got leaner, more muscular, their eyesight got better, pads of their feet got restored, hair restored. So, just amazing stuff, and I'd be without this. So I have someone else here who's used the H pill. Would you like to share? Sure, she would. And we're celebrating, so I'm going to introduce my friend. And of course, I just forgot. Jane Doty. We're already celebrating here. So here's Jane, and she's been using H pill too. Here you go, Jane.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm a hairdresser for 40-some years. I was having issues with my hands. They were cracking. I couldn't heal them. I was doing research and trying to figure out what I could do. I mean, I was putting stuff on my hands at night and put Band-Aids during the day on when I was working, and nothing seemed to improve. I mean, I improved it, something would go back. And so anyways, I was looking, and so Andrea had on Facebook about Sissel products. So then I was looking at that more seriously and checking it out. And I liked that it's a all-natural product. That's what I looked at when I was looking. And I had some other health issues, and everything improved. My blood pressure was like 139. Now it's down to 120. My skin has improved. I don't have any problems with my hands anymore. And to hairdressers out there, make sure you wear gloves. I never thought about products going into my skin. And the sodium lauryl sulfate is so bad for us. And I think it goes in the system within 30 seconds, I believe. I can't remember if Doc knows or not. But, all those products that we use daily, breathe in, it just gets your body toxic. I just seem healthier. I'm 60-some years old, and I can just know that, or I can see and feel that my body's improving, every day and every week and month. I've been on it a year now, the H pill, and quite a few other things. I started with the H pill. Whoops, can you see me? All that time talking. And so anyways, I'm on Triangle Life, H pill. I didn't double dose until about the 6th month. Super Omega. brain vitality. That was the thing I had issues. I was forgetting things. My memory was starting to be forgetful and what I wanted to say and what couldn't come up with a word. So that has improved because I'm on brain vitality. Balance D. Yeah, I do it all. The sizzle rip. That's not just for bodybuilders. That's just old people that our muscles start weakening. And I seen a big improvement. My muscles get stronger. So when it was out of in there for a little while, I just missed it, and I could tell the difference in my body. Just keep improving. Okay, thank you.
So there you go. There's Jane's testimony, and I'm going to check. Doc, take over and say something for a minute. I'm going to check with Rose again, see if we can get her on. After all the hype of promoting her testimony tonight, we want to make sure she gets on.
So you couldn't get Bob to tell his story?
No, he's not ready yet.
He's not ready. He's shy.
You go ahead and talk. I'm going to go off for a minute and try to get Rose connected, okay?
You bet. Well, you go get Rose.
I might just have her call in.
Okay, and just do it over, put your phone on speakerphone. But everyone, as you listen to Andrea's story and as you listen to Jane's story, you can tell it's exciting as they start noticing changes. Andrea's sharing that her hair is growing faster. She's noticing that her memory's improved. And she has more energy. Those are common things that we hear from a lot of people. They start taking the product and they start noticing that they have more energy. Andrea's talking about her vision. Myself, I don't wear my reading glasses anymore. I just don't need them. It's been almost, I'd say it's been almost 2 years since I've had to wear reading glasses. I mean, think about that. It's improved my vision that much. Like Andrea is saying, I noticed that my memory is back to where it was when I was in my 20s, sharp as a tack again, and I like to keep it that way. I like to keep things so that they're working. As a doctor, I get called every day, and I don't control when people call me. They might call me at 9 o'clock in the morning. They might call me at 9 o'clock at night, and I have to be on track. I have to be right there at the time that the call comes through, and so that I can answer their questions and not have to tell people that I need to go think about it. I can't be pulling that kind of crap with anybody. I've noticed that with the age pill. I've noticed that. The other thing is that I noticed that I sleep better. I've noticed that even though I'm looking in my camera right now and I can see there's some gray in my beard, you can see that the colors come back in the mustache. You can see that all the gray that was in my hair over here, it's left. And even color changes like that in hair has happened. And a lot of people are telling us those types of things. We've got the new Sizzle H2 Super H2 sticks coming out. Actually, some of them got mailed up today, and I'm really excited about that. Hydrogen is so miraculous as far as the studies on it. Tom was just posting today 28 different things that you'll notice when you start using hydrogen water, and so I'm excited about using that product. I think it's gonna make the H pill work that much better. I think it's gonna make anything that we do work better. Even if you're on any kind of medication, it should make the medication work better because it's gonna make the cells function better. And so that's really exciting as far as a new product, and I know that it's on limited supply right now. In fact, it might be sold out next week, and the week after we'll just be priming that pump, and then the week after that it should be back online so we can order it. What I'm going to do tonight is anybody that goes on to the Facebook Live event. Listed.
Yeah, Rose says she's on now. She called in. So if you can bring her on, through the call, that'd be great.
Okay, I can. I can't bring her on with a call. I'm not able to bring her on. Why don't you just? Yeah, you'll have to just call her and bring her on that way, because as a call-in, she can't. I can't unmute her. As we use modern technology, there's always difficulties like this. Some people don't have the right phone. They don't have the app downloaded onto their phone, and it makes it difficult. So we apologize for that, everybody listening. But if you could, give us a comment, and after the call, I'm gonna go out, and I've got my boys in town. Just my youngest boy leaves town tomorrow. He's been here for a week. He leaves town, heads back to Washington State, and when I get back tonight, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a drawing number in my head. The person who makes the comment at that particular spot in the comment section, they will win a free month supply of the Super H2 water. They'll get a free month supply of the Sizzle H2 water. So that's the new stuff coming up that way. I think that we're going to see a lot of great testimonials as we use the new H2 water, along with all the other great products that we have. It's just going to make them work that much better. As a physician, I really like the science behind it. It's a lot cheaper product a lot less expensive product to share with people. With the H2 machines that we had, I mean, $2,000 to $3,000. It was just out of a lot of people's wheelhouse. They just couldn't afford it, even though they wanted it. I know a lot of people told me that they wanted to order one. It just wasn't something that fit into the budget at the time. The nice thing about the $30 product with the H2 water, with the Super H2 sticks, is that you can share this product really easily for $30 a month. I can't see anybody declining as far as the price. And based on the science from it, theoretically, it gets rid of free radicals, neutralizes free radicals. Hang on one second. Andrea's trying to call me. Hello, Andrea, you're live. No, I'm listening to you. I know, because you called me.
So go ahead.
Okay.
Hello, how are you? We're good. Okay, so I want to introduce my friend Rose to everyone tonight. Hi, everyone. Yeah, and so Rose is in Florida. My friend Rose and I have been Facebook friends for, about 4 years, I think. And over the last year or so, I noticed a few times that Rose was posting about health issues. And a couple of times I, sent her a message and said, hey, we might be able to help you with that. And then about 5 or 6 weeks ago, Rose, you came online and you said, yeah, you're pretty much, we're done, and you've had it, and you were tired of the battle, and everything, and you mentioned that you had some type of bacteria. Crazy coincidence, if you believe in coincidences. I had just read information from Tom and listened to a call from Tom about our product Avenger. And he had designed that product specifically to remove biofilm from viruses and bacteria. And so I contacted you and said, hey, Rose, I think we've got something that can help you. And you replied by saying what, Rose?
I told you that I was told that biofilm would never go away.
Yeah, your doctor told you that it would never go away. She didn't know any way to get rid of it, right?
Correct. And I had a surgery to clean it out.
And so you had, a couple surgeries to try and get that out of your body. I said to you, well, here's some information that I just happened to acquire myself, and it might be just what you're looking for. So I sent you over that call information, and then we talked again, and I suggested that we contact Dr. Kurt for a consultation because you were having some pretty serious symptoms. Would you like to share some of your symptoms with everyone, Rose?
Absolutely. I was dizzy all the time. I couldn't even bend over to pick anything up off the floor. I was falling. I was nauseous all the time. The ones that I knew about, I was sweating profusely, like I just ran 6 miles, literally. If I went anywhere, it could be ice cold outside. And I was sweating. My stomach was nauseous all the time. And anything that had to do with heat would make me worse.
And you were pretty much non-functional at that point, right? Like you were
I kind of laid in bed. Yes. I just laid in bed because it was the safest place to stay.
Right. Because you told me you were passing out about every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I had one last fall, and that really did my arm in, but as of today, I'm healthy. I'm very healthy.
Yeah, it's great. So we want to continue and hear all of your story here. So we did a consultation with Dr. Kurt, and that was great.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
he recommended some products to you. Do you recall all the products that you?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
I have Avenger that I take. I take 4 in the morning and 4 in the evening. And I have Body Shield. I take 2 a day. And I have Terminator, which is a mouthwash to put directly into
You had an open wound, right?
my ulcer, yes. And then I have Liquided, and I have Eternity, and Spectramax, and Collage Silver.
Colloidal silver, yeah. So just so everyone knows, you discovered that you had E. coli still. You thought you had cleared that out of your body.
Yes, because I had a port in my arm for 2 weeks, and they put on another week and tested my blood and said it was gone. And I was only calling Doc about biofilm.
Right.
And he explained to me his father having E. coli, and he explained to me that it's probably still there, and I kept thinking to myself, why are the symptoms, and he made sense because I still had a lot of the symptoms, and I was like, I'm doing way better. Way
right.
better.
And so the biofilm, your doctor said you could never get rid of that. You discovered that you probably still had the E. coli. Plus you had this open wound on your body, or an ulcer, that you had been dealing with for how many months?
Actually, years. 3 to be exact.
3 years.
And both bacteria is for 3 years.
It's understandable why your body was pretty much shutting down on you. He felt that was really important for you because you were fighting this bacteria so badly for 3 years.
Yes.
You had bacteria, and for 3 years you had an open ulcer on your body. So you were being treated by a wound doctor.
Yes.
And what did the doctor tell you?
Well, in the beginning, she told me when I walked through her door, she said, that's never going to heal. She said, that's biofilm. And I said to her, I said, okay. I looked at her, I said, how many of these have you done in your lifetime? She said, maybe 20 to 30. And I said, and as tears are falling from my eyes, I said, how many of them have you healed? And she looked at me and she put up her finger with the number 0 on it. And she said, none. And I looked at her and I just wanted to die.
Right.
She actually followed me out to the parking lot where I laid on the ground because I was in tears. I couldn't believe what I was hearing at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that, modern medicine can't take care of something like that. But, our good news is that God created all kinds of wonderful things that are natural that will take care of stuff. And, that's why so many people love to use physical products. They're non-toxic, they're all natural, and they're very effective. Tom doesn't make them unless he can make them work.
This is very, very true because within a week, I started to feel better. Within 2 weeks, I was feeling a lot better. By 3 weeks, I felt like I was almost back to myself, and I wasn't even done with the bottle yet.
Yeah,
Crazy.
You weren't done with it. Well, you had multiple things you were taking, but specifically, you're talking about Flucoid, and you weren't done with that bottle.
No, the Avenger.
Oh, the Avenger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't even done with it.
To continue that story, I called you to check in on you at the 3-week mark after you'd taken the products 3 weeks. You told me that you were no longer passing out, you were no longer sweating all the time.
No.
Any other things you want to share about that period of time?
Yes, I learned that from taking the Avenger products, there was other symptoms that I had chalked off to having anxiety. My heart was jumping up and dropping all the time. All the time. My throat was closing up. I couldn't even swallow my own spit. I thought, okay, maybe, anxiety. But as soon as I started taking, after 3 weeks, I was waiting for those things to happen again, and they were gone.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's really great. And I was so excited this week when I saw you post on your Facebook, because I talked to you last week and you were going to the doctor the next day because, the open ulcer was closing up and almost shut.
Yes. And she reopened it in her office and she said to me, I don't understand why there's no mucus in there. And I looked at her, I didn't want to tell her. And she says, I want to write an article about you. And I said, please don't. I said, please don't. And she looked at me, she goes, that's odd. I don't understand why there's no pus. I said it was healed. She goes, well, I had to check.
Right.
Like,
And then,
okay.
then you had a sonogram just to double check.
And she said it was perfect. There was nothing wrong.
Wow.
Nothing wrong. I think it was a couple of days ago you posted, because I was at my house in my living room crying because you were posting that you had just learned you had no more bacteria in your body.
Correct, because I started to finally feel better and I could be myself again, because literally I could not bend over. Because if I bent over to give the dog a cookie, I was getting ready to black out.
Right.
Wow.
And I'm not hot anymore. I'm not sweating. I would always be hot.
Now you're cold.
Yes, and everybody in the house is fighting with me. They're like, Rose. I'm like, I'm sorry. Very sorry. I can't help it. And I can take a shower now, because when I used to need the water to open that ulcer. To keep it clean. So it was a catch-22. The hot water was making me dizzy, but I didn't know, because I had no clue at this point that I had bacteria. It took a while to learn that that's what I had.
But you know, Rose, you have a really tremendous story of recovery there. It's miraculous, really.
It's a miracle.
And, we thank you for sharing with us tonight. We're interested in even continued progress from you. You know, like your health's getting totally restored.
Yes.
Because you still have a ways to go. I mean, your body has been under attack for 3 years.
I know.
So
But Thistle gave me my life back. It really did.
it did. I totally agree with you on that one. You know, so
Mhm.
Doc, do you have anything you want to contribute to that?
Well, Rose, I just have to say, you know, what a miraculous story you have. I mean, from doctors telling you that basically this was going to kill you, doctors telling you that they had no recollection of anybody that ever recovered from what you were suffering from, to here you are a few months later, telling us it's all gone.
And I'm so very grateful for you guys. I can't even express gratitude. I have no words.
Let me ask you this question. When your doctor realized your body didn't listen to her, your ears did, but your body didn't listen to her, what did she have to say? What was her answer? How did she respond?
Meaning from the biofilm, when she told me it wasn't going to go away?
Yeah, to where she saw that it did. How did she react when she saw that it was gone?
She just kind of looked at me and she kind of like she was dumbfounded. And I didn't tell her anything because she goes, well, I guess I need to write an article about you. I said, please don't. Please don't. I'm good. I'm really good. I don't want that. And I didn't want to tell her, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't ready to get into that with her.
Yeah. You know, I would tell you, Rose, that you should go back and you should make a special appointment and you should say, I really have some things that I want to share with you about what I did. Because think of all those people. Here she's treated about 30 people that have had the same kind of thing going on, and she's never gotten any results. I mean, she can't even claim that she had a 5% resolve rate. And so if you went back and you said, here's what I did, here's actually what I did, and just tell her, just say, I would be happy to share all of this information with any of your patients if they have this.
Doc, you know what she told me the last time I saw her after she cut me open? She said, okay, so like I told you last time, it'll probably come back, so I'll see you soon.
It'll probably come back.
That's exactly what she told me, and I looked at her and I went, okay, you have a nice day.
Wow.
That's exactly what I told her. I said, okay, you have a nice day.
Wow.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes it's hard to explain to them because they don't want to listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it comes through that, like you said, they just don't want to listen. They don't understand how the natural products like what we have. And folks, for those of you that are listening to the call, those of you that are listening to this recording, we're not trying to say that we cured anything that Rose was suffering from. Nutritional products, supplements, they don't cure, they don't treat, But what they do is they remove the barriers that your immune system might be hitting, the brick walls that your body might be healing when it's trying to recover. And if you remove those barriers from healing, all of a sudden your body can do some amazing things, just like we've heard of with Rose tonight. I mean, think about all those people that are suffering from incurable diseases. Wouldn't it be worth just saying, what if it really made the same difference that it made with Rose? What if it did that? I mean, worst case scenario, you're still right where you were. It won't make you worse.
Honestly, that's exactly what I told my family. I said, what do I have to lose at this point? And my son told me the other day, he says, you got so much color to your face. He goes, this is the best I've seen you in a long time, Rose. He
Wow.
goes, oh my God. He goes, you were looking really grim. You were ashy. You didn't look good. He says, man, you're vibrant. Your skin's got color to it. You look like you got energy. You're not dragging.
Right. Yeah, you got your life back. I mean, Merry Christmas, Rose. Isn't that so fun?
Yes, and I can't thank you enough. If I was there with you, I would just squeeze you, because literally.
All right.
I can't thank you enough. I really can't.
It's a lot of fun. I love what I do. I love to hear stories like what you have tonight. And every day I hear a new story of how somebody recovered from something and how they're just getting their life back. Like you said, getting your life back.
When I talked to the doctor on the phone, he told me his father ate something and he wound up getting E. coli. And within a week, he was having seizures on the floor. And he's like, how did you manage this for 3 years? I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, like I tell people, it wasn't your time to go.
Absolutely. I'm needed here for something.
Yep. God said, Rose, you have some work here, and you got to stay.
This is true.
Wow. Thank you for sharing your story tonight. And Andrea, thanks for allowing us to come into your living room and meet up with all your friends there in Michigan. And I hope that everybody has a happy New Year.
You too. It's going to be a better year this year.
All right. Let's
Thank you.
let's make 2019 the best ever.
Thank you.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.